me. Al Capone sweat me. She didn't wanna let me loose, come get me. Cause the streets await me, so I take my on safety. Cause a lot of hate me coming out of the building. They set me up. And the butter one, I lay close to the edge. I guess I didn't know the ledge.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out there in Cleveland, where it'll be the Cavaliers against the Toronto Raptors. For Toronto, one thing we know, they feel they match up well in this contest. It's obviously an opponent they're confident going up against. We won't have to wait long to see.
And there is a buzz in the air in the sold-out Quicken Loans Arena. It's the Toronto Raptors facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting, and as things get...
Well, guys, and
DeRozan is so important to this Raptors team, DA. I'm sure they're glad he's sticking around for the long haul. A marquee matchup tonight. Two great centers going head-to-head. Brent, talk about the attributes scouts are looking for out of modern-day centers.
I think one of the things that they look for first with regards to a big man, Kevin, is a guy who doesn't shy away from contact. I know the game is moving with a little more open pace and space, but still, your big guy's got to want to be physical, because there are times in the game, whether he's touching it in the post or not, he's got to be a presence, both offensive.
Oh!
Yes, sir.
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
Lowry kicks to Ibaka. Over Hill. Ibaka, no luck. And the Cavaliers with possession here. Here's Nance. Serge Ibaka with the rebound.
Credit the defense, wisely avoiding fouling the shooter. Don't want to give up a personal there. And he made him attempt a difficult layup.
No good from Valanciunas. On defense, Toronto unloads from 9, and James gets it to go on the assist by Nance. James has got his second basket of the night.
You know, most of the time there's just no defense for LeBron James, just too gifted offensively.
There's the pass to Anunoby. Six on the shot clock. Valanciunas against Love. And stolen by Love. And here's the fast break. Here's Hill. Another shot. And Nance with the layup.
This is where you got to put a body on the guy. His will is incredible down on the interior, fighting and clawing for every rebound.
Screen by Ibaka. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Lowry can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And Rodney Hood played one season at Mississippi State, then transferred, played another season at Duke. A good floor spacer, Greg, at 6'8".
You know, it's his in-between game that impresses me. Able to beat his man off the dribble. He can hit that little pull-up or drop it off to a teammate. This guy continues to...
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Pass to Anunoby. Screened by Valanciunas. Anunoby passes to Lowry. Over Hill. And the basket by Lowry. Lowry's got his first 2 points.
And that in-between range is a shot Lowry uses to keep defenders off balance. As good as he is with the three ball or attacking at the rim, he still has that mid-range to fall back on.
DeRozan a screen on Hill. Anunoby. The offensive rebound. Now here is Lowry. Ibaka outside. Back to Lowry. Inside. Valanciunas, good.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
And a lot of speculation, Greg, this past summer for where Kyle Lowry would end up. Ultimately, he decides to stay with Toronto.
Yeah, you know, Lowry visited other teams but felt he had unfinished business in Toronto and teams up with DeRozan so well. Just a great fit for both sides when you look at it.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Outside Korver from deep three-point range. Korver missing again. The Raptors have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Outside Lowry. And that misses. That would have put him up.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
The 3 from Korver. That one, no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Here's Miles. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Here's Clarkson. Outside, Green. Back to Clarkson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Looking to end the run. And another miss by Cleveland. Raptors with the lead. Here's Miles. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
He really takes off, just never looks back.
Yeah, by the time anyone even thinks of chasing him, he's gone.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Toronto's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Powell with the screen. Lowry kicks to Powell. Feeds it to Valanciunas. Pass to Siakam. Sinks that one from the post.
That's a gorgeous assist. Outstanding at finding his guys in the spots where they want the basketball.
Clarkson passes to Zizic, and he makes that one.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Back to Powell. Screened by Valanciunas. Tries again. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Valanciunas has got his second basket of the game. Korver attacking. Got a piece of it. Now the Raptors moving it up. Jumps up. And the dunk by Powell.
He really takes off, just never looks back.
Yeah, by the time anyone even thinks of chasing him, he's gone.
Pass to Green on the wing. Korver from outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Shoots. And And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
And that's Lowry's shot right there. Always looking to capitalize from that range.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. Back to the action after this word. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings.
Go back and I'm able to, read.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't. But he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
That's a quick way to build the lead. But, Greg, can they sustain this kind of effort all night long? We'll see.
Korver and LeBron are the wings. Green is out there with Zizic, and it's Clarkson in the point. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Powell. James against DeRozan over LeBron. That one rolling around and rims out. The Cavaliers trail by 7.
Strange to see that this Cavs team, after facing the Warriors, became one of the most elite shooting teams themselves. Their three-point shooting percentage up to about 38% last season. That was second best in the NBA. They also had the second most attempts in the league behind the Rockets.
The Cavaliers shooting here about 46% for the game. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, it may not be the era of the center in the NBA, but Jonas Valanciunas has something to say about that. He said, "I try to make sure they don't forget about centers. I'll keep reminding them. The league is full of guys that can do different things, but I still think you need a center that can rebound the ball and score in the low post." I agree. Kevin?
Well, the centers are still important, David. Good to see Valanciunas making his presence felt in the paint. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Toronto. And for the Cavaliers, 40% of their field goal attempts coming from long range last season. Ran a huge part of their offense.
Well, 25 made threes in a single game against the Hawks last year was an NBA record. Not Golden State. Cleveland had that record, so it's one of the many ones that they set as a prolific three-point shooting team. And interesting, because their matchups with the Golden State Warriors, as being the great shooting team that they are, that the Cavs shot more last year.
Van Vliet kicks to DeRozan. Just 5 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Hurdle comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
The defensive reaction time, it was... Ooh!
Okay.
That's how you attack. Wow.
I'm just trying to think of how many times LeBron looks like he's off balance or in a spot he doesn't want to be. Doesn't happen all that often. 2 more there.
Wright dishes to Ibaka. Gets a very good look and converts. And the Raptors lead by 9.
Well, he's like a carpenter out there. Great floor awareness. Zipping the ball over to his teammates with ease. How much fun is it to watch this guy when he's on one like this? Loves to attack the rim.
Toronto, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. They set the pick. And Wright kicks to Ibaka. To the inside. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist from Ibaka. DeRozan's got his first points of the night.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
James, 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field. Now, we all know, Brent, you grew up in a real basketball environment. What affected watching your dad and competing against your brothers and being in that conversation at the dinner table have on the development of your playing style?
Well, I think first and foremost what comes to mind, Kevin, is just competing. And it wasn't just competing at basketball. It was wiffle ball in the backyard, soccer in the fall, baseball in the spring, Monopoly during the weekends. So anything we could get our hands on that had to do with the game, Yeah, it was about that competition.
And what do you do now in retirement? Is there what do you find to stimulate the competitive side?
Well, I beat my kids in Monopoly, I could tell you that.
There's the dish to Pirtle. DeRozan in the corner. Here's Van Vliet. Screen by Ibaka. Over Green. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. DeRozan's got his second bucket of the night.
This is the kind of guy that you wake up in a cold sweat the night before you play him. Just a matchup nightmare. Tricky, confident, and he takes on all comers.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
And really, DeMar DeRozan is a master at what he calls body hunting. That ability to just kind of draw fouls. I think he and James Harden actually are the guys that have really kind of set the tone for how to create those opportunities to get to the line.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. The Cavaliers trail by 7. And DeMar DeRozan, always, Greg, among the league leaders in free throw attempts.
And when you look at him, 6'7", 220 pounds with tremendous athleticism, he has got all the tools. Beyond, though, that attack mentality, he's a savvy basketball player. Those little shot fakes, his footwork help this guy live at the line.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
James checked in for Cleveland. The Raptors also with a sub. Powell, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. LeBron has doubled. Fast break Toronto by himself, and the dunk by Powell.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Lowry passes to Ibaka. Powell dishes to Ibaka, and it goes down 2 points. Ibaka's got 4 points this quarter.
And offensively, Ibaka's been spending more time out on the perimeter, but watching him work inside there, you realize that may still be his bread and butter.
From deep, James, and another 3 for Cleveland.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
There's 48 seconds left now here in the second. Ibaka outside. Shot clock at 6. Lowry against Hill. From 15 feet away, Nance with the rebound.
This is when you're just surprised that a guy would miss that kind of look. The defense really did not do a lot there.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Ibaka. And it's Pascal Siakam in for Anunoby. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Left side Lowry. From the arc. The putback. Nance gets the rebound. Hood. The shot missing. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime
Hello, folks.
Show.
Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal. It's Toronto with the advantage at the half. They have a 5-point lead. Kenny, what do you think?
Well, first and foremost, you got to take care of the basketball. And that means playing with poise, making good decisions, and not giving away any possessions. They did it.
And we're just about ready for the start of the third quarter.
As we return to look at the corner of Euclid and East 6th in downtown Cleveland, just a few blocks from our spot here at Quicken Loans Arena. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. What can you say, LeBron? The Cavaliers trail by 5. And the Raptors, unique in the NBA, they have a whole nation behind them.
And basketball continues to gain in popularity, especially with the younger generation in Canada. The Raptors are coming to relevance at the perfect time, and the rabid fan base energized by how competitive this group's been the last couple seasons.
So for Toronto right now, Lowry and DeRozan are the 1 and the 2. They create so much offense. Anunoby the 3, with Ibaka playing the 4. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 spot. Cavaliers shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Clarkson with the screen for James. And he drops in the layup off the glass. James has got 18 points in the game.
Just wonder how the confidence of the team gets established when LeBron James gets off to a start like this.
And Ibaka kicks to DeRozan, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Raptors coach Dwayne Casey talked about the chemistry on his team. He said, "We couldn't be better. There's no ego, no hidden agendas. Guys understand their roles." Kyle Lowry told me, "We're a complete team, 15 deep, and we really mean that. You never know whose time it's going to be." Kevin?
DA depth is a crucial part of any team's success. Knowing you can rely on your teammates to step up is huge. Shot clock at 5. Here's James. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Three-pointer, Lowry connects from three-point range. Lowry's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Kevin Love. Lowry against Clarkson. Ibaka sets the pick for Lowry. Takes the 3. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. 12 points for Kyle Lowry.
They're playing with a huge bit of confidence and some fire here. They've recorded 3 in a row here, guys. Well, an aggressive move right there to the basket. That's where he does some of his best work and chops into the lead.
So it's Toronto now. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And there's the pass to Anunoby. Back to Lowry. Clock at 6. Fires from 14. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Lowry's got 14 points for the game.
And somebody throw some cold water on Lowry. The man is on fire. He has taken this game over, and it doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
And a Kyrie's trade demand over the summer, a reflection of his frayed relationship with LeBron. James, with a forceful personality, it seems that may have grated on Irving.
Both teams deciding to change it up. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Here's Hill. Here's Zizic. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And you got to give appreciation to how Poeltl punishes shooters. A dynamite shot blocker with impeccable timing.
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Passes it to Zizic. And here's Hill for 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one. Toronto leading by 5.
And LeBron remains an outspoken leader on this Cavs team. Still interesting, though, to see whether he alters his style somewhat in light of the Kyrie situation. Perhaps leaving more to the coaches and looking to blend in more with his teammates.
For Cleveland, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Hill passes to Green. Out to Smith. He feeds it to Korver. And another three for Cleveland.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And Kyle Korver with the return to form, shooting the ball well last season, almost 50% from three-point range once he was traded from Atlanta to Cleveland.
I don't think Kyle had to do as much work in Cleveland, certainly, with Kyrie Irving and LeBron James creating havoc. He could stand, have his feet set, and we know he's one of the NBA's career leaders in three-point percentage. That makes those shots a lot easier.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. LeBron comes in for Jeff Green. And Kevin Love is subbed in for Smith. The Raptors also changing it up. Siakam is checked in for Poeltl. C.J. Miles comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Powell in for DeMar DeRozan. Powell kicks to Siakam. Tries a three. The shot by Powell, no good. Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. James outside. Stolen by Miles. Fast break Toronto. Here's Van Vliet. Banked in off the glass. And the Raptors lead by 4.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
LeBron kicks to Korver. No good with the triple.
Well, his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
Pass to Siakam. Here's Powell. Lays it up off the glass. Now it's a 6-point Raptor lead.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
They get it again. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
It's just not easy to contain or control LeBron James. A nightmare when trying to stop him, especially on the drive.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Well, LeBron James recently cemented his legacy by bringing that coveted title to Cleveland. He knew it would be this crowning achievement for him, especially growing up just outside the city in Akron, but bigger than his rings in Miami because of what he's meant to that city and now to that franchise.
41 seconds left in the third. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Uses the glass to drop it in. Siakam's got his second basket.
Excellent job of simply taking what the defense offered up.
For 3, Love. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Yeah, pretty obvious over the back call there, but being out of position, that was really the only option.
Try to make as good a decision as you can every time you have the basketball, but that time he attacked without thinking too much.
Nancy's checked in for Cleveland. Rodney Hood comes in for Kyle Korver. Outside Hill. And Nance kicks to Hood. Hits the three-point bomb. Hood's got 5 points so far. Now Powell. 1 second left. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Raptors lead by 4. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. Now let's take a listen on head coach Dwayne Casey.
But it's about defense down here.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter, and if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. LeBron James is out there with Nance. Then it's George Hill. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Love in at the center. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Yeah, and this team depends on Lowry. I mean, so skilled at creating shots for himself or his teammates.
Here's Powell. Makes it off the glass.
And as much offense as we saw earlier, I mean, we're seeing even more of it here now late in the game.
What is this, February? Feels like an all-star game has broken out. Neither side willing or able to stop the other.
Lowry with the ball. He's picked up by Hill.
The defense was in the area, but not really effective. He has to put away this layup.
James. Powell with the steal. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there, reading the situation on the move. Okay. LeBron not messing around. That time in the paint, close to the rim, smelling blood.
And that replay sponsored by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment, giving us an excellent perspective on the play. Back to Valanciunas. It's Powell on the wing. Clock at 6. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
He's been on his A game, seeking good shots, and he's a huge reason why tonight they're winning.
Hood kicks to Hill, launches it. Another miss by James.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
A shot by Lowry, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's LeBron. They get a hand on it. Now the feed to Love. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
How about Kevin Love getting a little physical on the defense, good at using his size and some of that length to pick up the foul on his way up.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. J.R. Smith's checked in for James, and it's Clarkson in for Hill. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Over Smith. And again, Toronto no up.
Now that's a shot you got to step up on. Wide open, no coverage. Good shooters don't miss that often.
Back to Nance. Hood for 3. Cans it from downtown.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Raptors leading by 5. Outside Lowry. He kicks it to DeRozan. Here's Ibaka. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. And it's 9 points for Serge Ibaka.
Oh, a little punch, counter punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
Clarkson against Lowry. Down low. And he finishes nicely on the way. And that's 11 points for Serge Ibaka.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Kyle Lowry.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
He got an extra boost from the grief these fans were giving him here tonight. They were riding him hard all night, and he ate it up. Some guys just like being the villain, I guess. Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. James comes in for Smith, and it's Korver in for Jordan Clarkson. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He wants to change it up defensively and get more people packed into the paint. He said they're beating us up down low. We have to put a stop to it. Let's see if they respond, Kevin.
LeBron dishes to Love. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And Kevin Love, no stranger having the ball when it's tight like this. Terrific at stepping up.
Toronto leading by 4. 1:52 left to play here in the 4th. Valanciunas with a screen on James. Back to Lowry. Latre. Cavaliers with the rebound. Love's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Huge turnover at really the worst possible time. You have to value every possession, especially at this stage of the game.
Toronto's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Here's LeBron, and the shot is long.
You can't afford to let guys get comfortable there. The defense somehow avoided that shot from going in.
And that one drops for him. And the Raptors lead by 6.
Well, you love the fearless, aggressive attitude. Doesn't let size matter.
But he also has that innate ability to just create enough separation. It's a nice move.
Here's DeRozan. Again, Toronto. 1:10 left in the 4th quarter. Here's LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
You got to do better than that, or at least try. LeBron James, just too strong, and a little contact is not going to go a long way.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rodney Hood. That's his first foul. 59 seconds left in the 4th. Anunoby passes to DeRozan. Over Hood. DeRozan's shot is off. A big-time possession here.
Yeah, and their hearts must be going 100 miles an hour right now.
It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
Look, give LeBron the ball and get out of the way. LBJ again.
Ibaka with a screen on Korver. Pass to Anunoby. This one for 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry.
Full speed ahead. I mean, they have been in control since the opening tip, and that may have sealed the deal.
I can imagine a lot of things right now, but a comeback, that's not one of them.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's James. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Got to be careful once LeBron breaks the seal of the free throw line. There's a lot of power and a lot of muscle coming at you. Usually it ends up with free throws.
And so they foul intentionally. Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so he drops them both. It's a 9-point ball game here.
Tons of credit there on the focus level to stay calm in a huge moment, and he ices the game.
And so it's Toronto winning this one. A solid win. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. So long, everyone.